Hello and welcome back to Dork Court. It's the middle of, we're in a big void of sports edition. I'm Pike. With me as always is Miguel Silva and Michael Trainer. What is up, boys?
What's good?
I'm so glad we're on the first episode of Dork Court being filmed today.
What, did I say Dork Court?
Yeah.
Well, hey.
I was willing to just breeze over it.
It's Dork. This is Dork Sports. Dork Court is happening tonight. It already happened last night, actually. If you're watching this when it comes out.
Yeah, and it was so good. I bet
it was good. It's the first one at Rodney's. It was an excellent show.
The 50th ever episode. Whoa.
But this is Dork Sports, and if I had to guess, probably like our 20th episode, maybe. If we're
no, we're like in the 40s, I believe.
We're nearing a year in August, probably, right?
I mean, we started before the football season started, and there's over 20 weeks of football.
Right. We have been doing it every week.
Yeah.
I don't think we've taken one off yet.
No, we have not. I've wanted to a couple times.
I'd love to.
When are we gonna bye week?
Anyway, this would have been the week to do it. I'm just kidding. NBA draft. Was
dude,
last night.
the World Cup is fun. It's going well. I've started actually making money finally.
The World Cup's actually been fantastic through 2 weeks.
Yeah,
it's been awesome. And the NBA draft happened last night, which I'm just learning.
I was gonna say the part I've been paying attention to is the NBA and baseball.
Baseball has not been as good to me lately, but
no, it is not. Holy moly!
But I got a game on right next to me. But yeah, the World Cup's been nice. USA, we're into the round of 32. Actually, by next episode, we'll have already played that game. Not when we record it, but when it comes out.
And it should be a winnable game. I'm pretty sure we kind of rigged the schedule to get ourselves into the quarterfinals.
It looks like it. It really kind of does, because I think if it ended right now, we'd play Bosnia round 1, and if we win that, probably Czechia or Paraguay again or something like that. Like it's 2 matches that are easy. That should be easy to get into the quarterfinals.
The last time I looked, the round of 16 might be Belgium.
It could be, but
Belgium looks old and slow.
Yeah, but they're not even leading the group right now. I think Iran's ahead of them, or is it Iran or I don't know. Belgium needs to win by 2 or more, and they need the.
It might be Egypt.
Oh, it's Egypt. That's who they're playing, right? They need to win by 2 or more goals, and they need something else to happen to win. But I think that if they won that group, they would be the second. I don't know. I'm not sure, but the first round, it's looking like it's. I think they said 30%.
Yeah, I should have did this ahead of time. Unfortunately, because we do have Dork Court tonight, I've been really busy with a bunch of other shit. But I did mean to set up the table again based on who are the current favorites after last night's games.
As far as like betting odds favorites?
Well, yeah, just like who's most likely to come in first, second, and third, just so I can have like a better idea of what the bracket looks like.
Okay. As far as the betting
in terms of the groups, because didn't USA already?
Yeah, USA clinched the group. Mexico clinched the group. And
but then the second and third matter for the games down the line, because there's a couple third places that'll go through depending on how
many points they have.
Yeah, and that all depends on what today is the first day of the last round of group.
Yeah, there's I think 6 games today.
Yeah.
Actually, right now there should be 2 games.
I think the first one doesn't start till 3.
Oh, is it 3, 6, and 9?
I think damn thing fine.
Nice.
But yeah, I think that's what it is, and then both teams play at the same time, so they're not like scoreboard watching or whatever. which is kind of
sick. There's two games at each of those time slots,
which is nice. And if you were in the Discord, you see that I have a parlay that involves every game, and another parlay that's a little more selective. The way to get in the Discord is patreon.com/dorkcourt. $1 a month, folks.
We've been going nuts with the bets, and honestly, I've been hitting on a decent amount of them. I'm still sticking to the doing, a baseline bet on every game to end in a draw. But then I also, every time that I get like one of the bet modifier options from DraftKings, I'll toss in, like, yesterday I took, I think, Norway to win. I just put a bunch on them to win, and it was like one of those that if it did end in a draw, I'd get my bet back. So I would have won double. Well, not really won double, but I would have got my bet back, and I would have won for the draw if it had ended 0-0. But Norway pulled ahead, and I ended up making more money than I would have. So those have been very solid for me. I did put money on Harry Kane to score a goal, and he did not, but ended in a tie. I got a solid payout for that. I got like a 7-1 payout on that.
Yeah, England absolutely shit the bed in that game. Did you see there was a Ghana witch doctor that's been at every game? Like, actually, like he's in there, he pours like some kind of white dust on his face, and he said he said he put a curse right before the game started on Harry Kane, that every time he got the ball he would feel like dizzy. And that one shot that Kane had wide open net went like over and to the left. He missed it by a mile. I was like, oh shit, dude, this witch doctor.
I believe his name is Danhausen.
Yeah, Danhausen.
Wasn't that same guy at the last time they were at the World Cup, and he like put a hex on Suarez, and that's when he started biting people?
That's awesome. So it turned him into a zombie.
Because that was the game. I believe that was the game that he had a handball to save a goal, and then the guy missed a penalty kick, and he was like celebrating in the tunnel after he got a red card sent off.
I remember. Yeah.
And Uruguay went on to win, and then the world turned on Suarez, and he started biting people.
Dude, that bite on the shoulder is the best. Just like, it's so clear, like the picture they had of it. But yeah, and then there was like a report that he like told some media source, he's like, I took the hex off as soon as the game ended. He's not gonna get dizzy every time he touches the ball anymore. Like,
that's nice.
It was a real thing. It was like a press release. Oh, like that rules.
It's a timing based curse.
Yeah.
I've been throwing around the idea now that I might drive up to Philly for the Shane show, and stop in Atlanta on the way while they're having a semifinal for the World Cup.
That's sick.
Just to go, and I was thinking possibly I could get some kind of man on the street interviews with some like crazy Japanese guys or something like that.
That'd be sick. I love those videos.
Yo,
all right, Texas BBQ.
So, little side note then.
Yum, a cheese stick.
So last Friday and Saturday night, I went out downtown just to kind of see what was up. Yo, I'll tell you what. Friday night, 3:30 in the morning. There's a place near the bar that I go to that's like a Chinese. We call it Chinese cheesesteak because it's like 7 Chinese guys that keep their restaurant open till 4 o'clock, and they just make cheesesteaks nonstop.
That rules.
Yo, dude, like 20 Brazilians all in line in there, arguing with these Chinese guys on the other end of the counter. Craziest shit I've ever, dude. Just Portuguese and Chinese just going back and forth.
That's a lot of geese.
Not being able to understand any of it, and just
honking
over. Yes,
honking.
It was incredible. It was incredible. I had went out, look at the eye candy.
Yeah.
And I was a little disappointed.
What, in the Brazilian ladies?
I was a little disappointed.
Sheesh, what about the Haitians?
That's Philly. Philly's just gonna Philly, huh?
I'll say this. the bodies were nice. A lot of butter faces.
That's Brazil.
Yeah.
That checks out.
And okay, that's just Brazil. All right,
It does check.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
I
makes
was
a lot
gonna
of
say-
Don't
sense.
they have like really well-defined jaws?
Yeah, strong necks.
because I tried to be polite and look at some of them in the eye, and then and I'd be like,
Yeah, dude.
They don't mind. Polite to them is looking at their tits. They paid a lot for those.
Oh, that's good stuff. But yeah, I might have to drive through Atlanta and stay a night just to experience some of the World Cup crowds. And it's going to be the semifinals, so it'll probably be two really good teams playing. So
wait, was South Korea in the tournament at all?
they are,
Is
yeah.
South
They've
Korea
been playing all out west and in Mexico though.
God damn it, dude! I would have given anything for them to be one of the teams playing here.
Just play some music at random and see every one of
Yes!
their movements syncs.
Oh,
It syncs.
oh! I would have fucking. You have no idea how much I would have fucking paid for that.
All right, so if I went and did like man on the street shit, I would have to get like probably like a selfie stick and a little microphone.
Yeah, probably. Also, me personally, I'd love for you to wear a suit doing it, but
It'd be hot.
Maybe, yeah.
In Atlanta?
In Atlanta, July, Atlanta.
Yeah.
now suit with shorts, suit shorts,
A bikini
short
top?
sleeve suit.
Just get out there dressed like Pee Wee Herman. But I'm gonna try
Because you want to be
You want
be professional to these guys.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, it'd have to be something, right? I don't know. The budget's
Yeah, you
already kind
gotta
of
stand
tight.
out.
But oh yeah, the NBA draft was last night.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about that?
I mean, so the early portion of the draft kind of went the way I thought it would. Like the thing is, the high end, like the top four guys were just so good that like taking any of them, was kind of obvious. I thought Chicago did very well getting Caleb from UNC. And then, honestly, I haven't talked to Keenan about it yet, but they also took, the Longhorn, who I think's pretty good too. So getting those two players, I thought Chicago did really well. Honestly, everything going on with Milwaukee, I just kind of don't understand entirely. Like, I get they had to trade Giannis, but like, what the fuck did they get out of that? Like, they got like a bunch of nothing. They got a lot of nothing for Giannis. Like, I just
What did they get?
They got like Tyler Hero. They got the 13th pick in the draft last night. They have like a pick swap in 2030, I think.
Okay.
But just like,
how many more years did they have of control on them? Were they kind of in a hurry to do it?
3, I think.
Damn, yeah, they could have got more for that.
Well, I mean, they could have got more if they traded him last year.
True. Yeah, definitely.
They would have definitely got more.
I saw the Sixers got a kid that's named after LeBron, but kind of LeBaron. No, it's LeBaron.
No, he's named after the LeBaron, dude. Come on, dog. He's the dude. His parents watched Freddie.
The car he was conceived in.
Yeah, dude. They watched Freddie Got Fingered and went, "Oh my god, we love the LeBaron, dude."
And then he told all his brothers, "I don't see two LeBarons." That'd actually be.
I don't see two LeBarons.
That would actually be hilarious if his brother's name was Freddie.
Ooh, that would be.
There's only one LeBaron. I don't see two LeBarons, Freddie. But they love me more.
But honestly, one of the steals of the draft, probably. I like.
He's a heavy 3-point shooter, right? 3-point shooting guard.
Yeah, like the thing is, I mean, it is another guard. Like, I would have liked to get like a really good forward, but looking at where they were and the talent available, like he was clearly the best player they were going to get. And funny enough, I've been reading afterwards that apparently they were going to draft him last year if he had stayed in the draft.
Well, he only went 2 years at Alabama, right?
Yeah, he was going to enter the draft last year, and basically there were a bunch of NBA teams that told him, "Hey, listen, you'll definitely be a first round pick if you go back and you do like a couple things, like you improve your shooting and blah blah blah." And basically, he had a way better season this year.
Yeah,
and it was like, "Yeah, you're a first round pick." So,
okay.
I mean. This feels like Tyrese Maxey all over again, where it's like a guy gets taken in the 20s and he probably should have gone top 10.
Okay. He was considered like the backup option for the Warriors if we weren't able to get Yaxel. Like people really liked him, and they felt like he fit with the team as like the backup option when Curry's out or injured. Like having a guy who's a legitimate playmaker and shooter that they could build off of. And he's considered like one of the more high ceiling guys in the draft, I'd say. Like I think that was a great grab for you guys at what, 22?
Yeah, 22. And to be honest, like watching Memphis, so when Memphis takes Boozer at 3, and then they trade down multiple times with this guy still there, and the whole time I'm thinking, oh well, they're taking him,
right?
Because clearly they want to get rid of Ja. So they should draft their point guard to replace Ja, and it's like this should be the guy. And then they take the forward from Mexico who's been playing in New Zealand.
Yeah.
And honestly, I thought it was going to be the other way around. I thought that Memphis was going to take LeBaron, and we were going to take the Mexican guy. Like,
wait, Bennett Sturts?
No.
No. Bennett Sturts
Kareem Lopez.
Yeah, Bennett Sturts was the first Memphis pick that got traded to OKC.
Okay. I see that.
Yeah, and then there's another one later that got sent to Detroit. That was another guard. That
Kareem
was
Lopez.
Yeah, Kareem Lopez, who's another guy that like also Warriors fans were looking at as like a backup option if Yaxel wasn't available. Because there's a lot of those rumors. There's a lot of rumors that OKC really wanted him, that they were going to trade up. They were talking about trading with Dallas. They were talking about trading with
I know a lot of trades.
I don't know, a couple other teams, because they wanted to move up ahead of us to get him, and then it just didn't happen, and he fell to us. And I was very excited. I really like Yaxel. I think that he's going to be a great pickup for the Warriors.
Yeah, Yaxel's beast.
But Kareem Lopez was another one that people were talking about as like, all right, well, he's still big. He's still pretty high ceiling.
The New Zealand Breakers is the team that he played for, which is hilarious that a whole country just has like a team. It's not their national team, but it's like, what league is that in? Oceania Basketball League or something?
I believe it's I think they call it the NBA IL, the NBA International League.
Jesus Christ! Can you imagine the travels that they have to do from New Zealand?
Yeah, if I recall correctly, I think there's like a New Zealand team. I think there's a couple China teams.
Oh, there's gotta be some China teams.
Yeah. Like, very interesting. I just, there wasn't anything too crazy about the draft. Everything kind of felt like, yeah, these guys took the guys that they probably should have taken where they were drafting. Like, there wasn't any wild, like last year, the New Orleans trade where you're just like, what the fuck was that?
Was the number one pick pretty much consensus? They knew he was going number one. Everyone knew he was going number one.
Yeah. Debanza was going to go number one. It kind of felt like no matter what, but like all 4 of those top 4 guys are all.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could have been the number one pick in any year.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Like I kind of lean towards Boozer's probably going to be the one that's really good right away.
Right.
Like he seems like the one that's NBA ready like right now.
Unfortunately for him, he's in the situation that's the least NBA ready.
Yeah.
He was pissed about that too. Like that was the whole thing. Like nobody wants to go to Memphis.
Right.
Like remember when LeBron was like in trouble for saying how they should just get rid of that team and move it to Nashville?
I mean, that would make a whole lot of sense.
It's right next door.
You weren't you guys aren't familiar with this?
No.
It was just like a video of him talking shit while golfing with someone, being like, "Yo, no one wants to go to Memphis. No one likes those hotels. Like, no one likes going out there. Like, the city sucks. The stadium sucks. Why not move it to somewhere that like Nashville already has teams? They have a hockey team. They've got like a real culture." And people were mad at LeBron because Memphis is like a big historical black city.
Yeah.
And so he shouldn't be advocating for them to lose anything else to Nashville.
Okay, I mean,
it's like they were like really on his ass, being like, "Yo, what the hell? You gotta stand up for Memphis." And he was like, "I don't give a shit. I fucking hate it there."
Well, maybe if black people in Memphis were a little less boring.
I wouldn't call them boring.
Yeah, boring might be a stretch.
Boring would be a lot better, I think, than what they're really up to.
Well.
No, but apparently it's like historically known. It's like every time they do like a player poll, like a survey of like your least favorite city to play in, Memphis is always there over like
Cleveland.
They like going to Cleveland.
Yeah.
Cleveland's actually usually on the top half of the list as far as like places that they'd rather go, and Memphis is at the bottom with like the Jazz.
It's probably just like the accommodations, like like you said, the hotels and shit.
The hotel, there's only one hotel apparently, and it's consistently rated as the worst hotel for travel in the NBA. And like, if you look up the reviews, it's just like a really shitty hotel.
That stinks. Yeah, it probably does stink actually too.
Yeah.
You know who runs hotels mostly?
Although I would also like to go like, really? You're gonna bitch and moan about a hotel you might go to twice in a year?
Yeah.
For your multi-million-dollar job? Cry me a fucking river? like, are you fucking for real?
See, the thing is, everyone hates LeBron.
But I mean, like, for real. Like, it's like, for the guys that actually are players there, I mean, I would assume they're not staying in the hotel every night. I would assume they actually live somewhere.
Oh, you mean the players that are on Memphis?
That are on the Grizzlies.
Supposedly, like, most of the people don't really like Memphis that are actually like, that was the thing that was funny about Ja, was he like actually really fucked with Memphis, and then a little too much.
Everyone got upset that he really liked
and then everyone
Memphis.
was like, wait a second, you're not supposed to like it this much, dude.
Yeah, he actually kind of embodies what Memphis is really all about. That and barbecue.
Right.
Memphis is not great.
Well, then they need to call New Orleans and talk about Zion Williamson.
Get him fat as shit.
Jacksonville's another one of those cities that just kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Like just having gone to games in Jacksonville as a fan, it's really not a good experience. And like, there's just miles of empty space. Like, I don't know. It's a big city, I guess geographically, but it's like not like a metropolitan, if that makes any sense.
Right. Yeah, yeah.
Well, is that just based on where the stadium is? Or
no, the city
itself
as a whole. Yeah, they're city limits. They're purposely wide. Like, it's purposely a big area.
Well, even Houston was like that.
Yeah,
I was like shocked by how much Houston was like not a city.
Yeah.
It was like I feel like the downtown of Rochester, New York is bigger than like Houston? Metropolitan Houston. Yeah.
Downtown Houston's bigger than downtown Jacksonville for sure though. It's even smaller.
Well, yeah, I believe that, but still, just like thinking like, because you consider Houston
a
like
big city. It seems
a big city,
right.
but it's not. It's a wide city. It's like a broad city.
Yeah. The broads there are wide.
On Comedy
You're right.
Central.
Yeah, the broads there are wide. You're
That's so true.
They got some broad old women down there.
Shout out Charles Barkley. Yeah, I guess Houston is one of those types of cities. Salt Lake is weird too.
Yeah, which them at 2. Now the guy that they picked, Peterson out of Kansas, he's kind of the one that you go, if it does work, this is gonna be like they're gonna be really good.
And they've got a solid core that they've been refusing to play for the last couple years.
Yes, like honestly, you look at their roster and you go like,
refusing to play is hilarious.
Honestly, you can make a case that
they have, dude. Yeah. I mean, they made them change the rules.
Right.
That was because of what the Jazz were up to, that they had to change the rules for the draft.
The Jazz moved to Salt Lake City where they don't allow music.
They're one center. They're rookie center. I was starting to bet on him near the end of the season because he was playing really, really well. And then they were just like, well, we got to bench him. He's playing too well. And I started
made up an injury for him.
Dude, I remember there was one game in particular. I think it was in February. I think it was right before the All Star break. So this is how you know that like this is how fucked up they were. Where I bet on him to score 20 points. He had 19 at halftime. He did not play that entire second half. I was so fucking mad.
Dude.
Well, how about Jaren Jackson? How about Jaren Jackson, who was like suddenly diagnosed with like a fake injury that like is something that you normally wouldn't even deal with until the offseason? It was like a small thing that was like kind of routine that like most people would just deal with. Like it wasn't getting in the way of him playing. And it was just like one of those things that you save for the offseason to deal with. And they're like, actually, he's on IR now for the rest of the season. We just traded for him. He had no problem a week ago, but actually now we're... Yeah.
Yeah, he passed his physical for the trade.
Yeah, we traded a lot for him. And then we found like what essentially is like bursitis.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Just take a couple Advil. You'd be fine.
Yeah, it's like not something that is like hard to play through. It's like just like kind of painful.
Oh man! And also, they could get this pick pretty much.
Right. So if it works out, that's bad news for the rest of the league. And once again, Danny Ainge looks like a genius. I can hate that guy.
Yeah. Fuck the Celtics.
Yeah.
But I mean, like it's one of those things where it's like I look at them and I go like, well, I mean, they should just take Portland's spot. Now, or Phoenix, one of those two, or it's just like they should just take their spot in the playoffs this year right away.
Yeah, I don't know. Portland was looking good last year.
Well, they were looking good after they got that new coach, and they're cheap, so they didn't bring him back.
Well, maybe it's not even that the new coach was good, and maybe it was just that the old coach was holding them back for his like betting shit. I mean, maybe, right? Wasn't it Chauncey Billups was like intentionally tanking and then like telling people he was going to tank?
Shout out Chauncey Billups, dude. That dude rules.
Being like, yo, take the under on these guys. I'm benching them tonight.
Well, I think each team is required to have one representative from FanDuel in the locker room at all times.
Well, that was really the problem with what he was doing, was telling other people before they could tell the sports books. That's what he got in trouble for. He was tipping off his boys before he was telling the league and telling.
Which I don't even know if it was his boys.
It was Eric Trump.
More or less than like.
It was.
I was gonna say people he may have owed money to from poker games that he was losing.
True.
Right. Yeah. Could be because he was like the dual, like he was also involved in.
He was always the dual threat his whole career.
It's so true.
Because that's what the Malik
best two-way player.
He kind of was.
That's honestly what the Malik Beasley stuff was. Malik Beasley was purposefully hitting unders and telling people that he owed money to from illegal card games in New York.
Right.
Hey, I'm hitting the under on rebounds tonight. Like,
right.
The NBA is the most fixable sport, and it always has been. I really mostly don't bet on NBA, and I feel like I've always gotten crushed every time I do. So maybe unders are the way to go for that reason.
I mean, it's the way to go for the WNBA. I know that for sure.
You're betting on James Harden in the.
Yeah.
If you're betting on James Harden in an elimination game, always go under.
Oh shit.
But yeah, here I set up the World Cup bracket. If you want to switch back over to that, or do you have any more thoughts about the draft? I think overall, it was a good draft. I mean, it was just like there's a lot of top prospects. I feel like the only one that I thought was weird was Dallas kind of reached. When I think probably they thought the trade was going to happen. They thought they were going to trade down with OKC, and it didn't happen. And I felt like theirs was a little bit of like, I didn't understand that for them.
I mean,
that was
they had, considering that they hired the Michigan coach and they had the choice of all three of the Michigan players that got taken in the first round.
yeah,
Like,
true.
It's a little telling that the coach went, "Hey, we'll take this guy." I think.
Yeah, no, you're right. But I think that I'm looking at like the draft reaction breakdown. He had like the lowest positive rating of any of the top picks.
I think the Nets pick was the weirdest one. To me? Like
I don't really know this guy.
I don't get that. Like, especially with Acuff there. I would have taken Acuff instead.
Yeah, true. Yeah, that was a weird one. Acuff, apparently, I don't know, was that fake or was that true? The Acuff is already demanding a trade.
There's no way. Can't.
Demanding.
You can't do that.
I don't want to be in Sacramento. Wait, is Sacramento on that list? Where are they on that
I guess
list?
that must have been a joke. I saw a thing saying that it was Shams reporting it, but I didn't actually see Shams reporting it. I just saw.
Yeah, do you think Shams would ever report Bob's and Vagine? No.
He's demanding.
Yeah, that's not a
report. Oh no, Acuff's camp pushed heavily for him to land with the Kings.
Interesting.
So that must be why the Nets didn't take him.
Which, that's telling, also.
You'd rather go to Sacramento
than New York City. Because that's how bad they are.
Yeah.
Although I find it interesting that also why did they trade for Randall?
Wait, the Nets did? I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Dude, why did anything?
Yeah. They traded for Julius Randle. I mean, I obviously I understand why Minnesota did it.
Right. I've got two open tabs of Stephen Pearl. Bruce Pearl's son.
Like they traded away Randall and then immediately extended Ayo.
You got that World Cup bracket?
Yeah, here So I set it up with these are just the most likely, it seems like right now, to go through. Obviously, especially with the third place teams, a couple of them could get shaken up with the last games coming up.
Whoa. I'm looking right there. South Korea, if they beat Switzerland, they're playing that July 4th game.
That's why I stopped. I feel like Germany obviously over Paraguay, France over Iran. That's obvious.
Are these the people who are making the round of 32 if it ended right now?
Not all of it is if it ended right now. Some of them are like if
Likely.
there's easy matchups, I expect them to bump up to second, and then like I had to go through the third overalls and pick the ones that look like they'll end up with the highest scores.
Damn, Germany and France in the 16 is a crazy matchup.
Damn. Oh, that's the 5 o'clock one. All right, so that'll be the Germany France will be the Philly one.
That's nuts.
Some German girls in town.
Oh, my fucking heritage, dog. Yeah.
South Korea Switzerland's a great matchup.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, that's the one that I was like, I figure let's talk about it because I feel like I don't know. That's not. It's kind of a toss up.
Pretty much. I think Switzerland might be a little better offensively. Surprisingly, I thought South Korea would have been better than they are offensively, but they haven't scored a ton of goals. Switzerland scored and gotten scored on. I think that would probably be a good matchup.
Well, South Korea, they just played Mexico, right, in their last game?
Yeah, that was that 1-0 loss when Mexico had that crazy save that cost me like $250.
Yeah.
That's a good game. I don't know who would win that. That is a toss-up. I think Netherlands-Morocco might be a toss-up as well. Both those teams are solid.
I don't know. Netherlands looked really good in the one game.
They looked good in one game. Their offense looked pretty good against Japan too. But I don't know. Morocco's good. They were semifinalists 4 years ago. I think
really they made it to the semifinals.
I think they did. Yeah.
Oh, because they were the ones that knocked off Portugal.
Yep.
Are you sure they didn't just make it to the quarterfinals though? Because that was around a 16, I think.
I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like it was a huge surprise that they made it like very far, and they're ranked in the top 10 on FIFA's ranking.
Really?
Mm-hmm. All right.
I don't know. I still feel like the Netherlands are considered like a top 5 favorite to have a real run this year.
Oh, it was quarterfinals. They got beat by Brazil. Yeah, Netherlands looks pretty good. I don't know. It's something about their defense is just not great. But yeah, I would give them the edge in this against Morocco though, and to beat whoever South Korea or Switzerland, whoever comes out of there. I would say
let's just roll with South Korea just for the hell of it.
Yeah, I think Netherlands wins that one as well. Portugal, Ghana's playing such good defense.
This is, I think, expecting Ghana to win their last game so that they go up in points because I'm not sure that they're
playing someone
right
bad
now.
Last, I think.
Yeah, I believe
they're playing Croatia. Yeah, they got to play Croatia still. Yeah.
Well, okay, then I think I picked Croatia to win that game.
That would probably be right to put them up against Portugal, group winner. That would be a third place team, likely.
Yeah. I think I moved them into second place and yeah, put Ghana as one of the teams going through just because they had the win against.
I'll give you an exact
Panama.
prediction for that match. Portugal Ghana is 0-0. Portugal wins on penalties.
All right. I mean, look, they looked really good last night.
They did. God, dude, Ghana's just been like suffocating teams defensively, though. I don't know if they haven't given up a goal yet. I don't think, and they played Panama and England.
Have they not given up a goal? Didn't they lose? Oh no, draw. No, yeah, they've only scored one, but they've given up 0.
Yeah, their defense has been crazy. Actually, all the African nations have had like very good defenses, which is, I mean, like a new thing for the like world of soccer. Like normally it's been that their athleticism scores goals, but they get scored on like nobody's business. But like this year, it seems like every African team's been solid defensively, even Cape Verde.
I say Spain pretty easily over Austria, which
Spain-Portugal.
The July 6th matchup between Portugal and Spain is going to be wild. Giving the U.S. the edge over Bosnia.
Yeah, Herzegovina fucking asshole that night. Egypt, dude, to be up against the winner of Egypt and Cape Verde is nuts for a fucking round of 16 matchup. Let's go,
I don't
dude.
even know if Cape Verde goes through. I think them and Bosnia, I feel like those were both like,
They're
I don't
close.
know. It's either them or like Senegal.
Yeah, to get Senegal would not be as fun, but we beat Egypt, we beat Cape Verde. Brazil Japan, if that's a first round matchup, that's gonna be a hell of a fucking match.
Yeah.
Japan
I
is
don't know. What
good,
do I
dude.
expect out of Brazil? That's one of those things that like they could either show up and be great or they could just be it's Brazil, you know?
Yeah,
Like
I don't just this Brazil team doesn't really scare me. They're playing like European style football, which is not what they're made to do, pretty much.
right. It's Vinicius like trying to
He's been good, but
yeah, but he's trying to like lead them like they are Real Madrid. Like, you know, it's just I feel like he's not playing Brazilian soccer.
and it's Carlo Ancelotti too. He was the Brazil.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
he's the Brazil guy now, but he was Real Madrid's like top man. He's a great manager, but I don't know if his style really fits Brazil. And Japan, dude, I've been absolutely loving this Japanese team so far. They've made me a lot of money, and they're just so exciting. They're I don't know. I think Japan could be
Here's the
pretty
thing
good.
though. Where's that game going to be? I feel like
Oh
for
yeah.
Brazil it's much more of a home field.
If maybe probably if it's in a southern state, but Japan travels really really well as well.
Does that say June 29th at 1
True.
o'clock?
Yeah.
And I've been loving the Japanese fans.
Oh, they're great.
It's like that's my favorite thing on social media is like the guys from other countries coming here and being like, "Yo,
And then
forget everything we said. This rules."
the Japanese fans
Uh,
also have a like a tradition of cleaning up the arena after the game. It's awesome. They
Yeah.
like bring their own blue trash bags and pick
so
up trash.
I'm looking here. It's saying that this game will be Houston.
Houston. Oof.
You expect a pretty
Oh,
pro
Texas
Brazilian crowd.
BBQ.
Yeah, that.
I try a Mexican.
Yeah,
Mexican? Oh yes, delicious. Mexican?
very good.
Alright, whatever. Fuck it. Let's give it to Japan. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, let's go Japan.
Ivory Coast and Norway. That's a tough one. I think I'm gonna give it to Norway just because Holland's
Norway's
playing.
looked better than I thought they were going to be. If I'm being honest,
Yeah.
I didn't think. I didn't think Holland was. I thought he'd have trouble getting the ball because their midfield's not great, but he's
Well,
smashing.
that's one of the interesting things, like because you know it's an expanded one. They have the round of 32 now. Like last year, I'm pretty sure it went straight to the round of 16. So you've got like
Mm-hmm.
almost twice as many teams, I think.
Yeah,
And it's a lot of teams that like this is the same thing with Messi. Like, is Messi really playing out of his mind like that, or are they just playing bad enough teams that they're not like on him like they usually are and are going to be in the like
yeah.
games that matter?
They've played two pretty bad teams. Well, actually, wait, who was the first team? They played Saudi Arabia, which is maybe the worst team in
No,
the
that
tournament.
was last year, wasn't it?
I think they lost. Wait, they lost to Saudi Arabia last year,
Yeah,
honestly.
last year or 4 years ago.
Or no.
Um,
Who's in their group? Jordan. Uh,
they played Wait, or was that the U.S. played Austria? I'm sorry, my
no, USA didn't play Austria. Um, God, who else is in Argentina's group?
yeah, it is Austria and
Austria, Jordan,
Algeria.
Algeria, and Jordan. Yeah, that's a
I
very
think
weak
I
group.
think Jordan is the next game.
That's a very weak group. So I mean,
Right. But
but
this is the interesting thing about Messi because he would play bad teams in those old World Cups when he was younger and still kind of get shut down and just get like frustrated,
yo,
not be able to put plays together the way that
the
what?
sorry, the Norwegians are at the Mets game right now. They're showing them in the crowd doing their
Doing
rowing,
the
the
rowing.
Viking row. There's like thousands of them there. This,
Um
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I just looked over there and I was like, "What the fuck?"
It's just like I don't know. I don't know if what we're seeing is like Messi not having the pressure of needing to win the World Cup for his legacy or whatever anymore,
True.
and just playing like he plays in the MLS, or if it's just that these teams are so bad that we're not seeing like the actual level of pressure that he's going to go up against.
It could be a mix of both. And then
But
it's weird to me that him being at his age, that I mean, Argentina relies on strictly just him to score goals right now. I don't know if anyone like.
well, right now, I think what's his name has been hurt. The kid, uh,
Aguero. No, I'm just kidding.
what's
How
his
long
name?
ago did he retire?
I think he retired right after the World Cup 8 years ago.
Aguero's been away for 8 years.
Yeah, he wasn't with the team 4 years
Last
ago.
was he not?
Remember, he
Yeah.
came off the bench against France and scored very quickly, but they were down 2, and they tried to score again to tie it up.
Wait, you said he wasn't on the winning squad?
No,
Damn, that's
he was just
crazy.
hanging out.
When the hell does?
Oh, Julian Alvarez.
Okay.
Julian Alvarez, who is going to be a scorer for them when he comes back. Like, he had a chance at goal that like he missed. It was pretty surprising for him to not put that one away. But he's been out with like an ankle injury that he was dealing with. Which he's at Atletico right now,
Mm-hmm.
and there's apparently beef between him and Atletico because he feels like he was aggravating his injury when he should have been preparing for the World Cup. And there's talk about Barcelona wants him, and so maybe he's kind of just playing that up so that he can move over.
Okay.
Um, but anyway, I
Mexico's.
think he should be over that injury. Like they've been taking him off the bench, but I think that once they move him back into the starting lineup, like he's gonna find his form and he's gonna be a scorer again.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I think it might just be Messi who's scored for them so far.
It is all 5 goals.
That's nuts.
Yeah,
All right, Mexico and Scotland. That's going to be a good match.
Mexico.
Mexico takes it though.
I think that's easily Mexico. Scotland hasn't really impressed me, and Mexico's playing home field. I
Yeah.
mean, they'll get knocked out by England, but
England over
I
Argentina
hope they
for sure.
don't.
Argentina Uruguay would be a crazy first round matchup.
That's gonna be nuts. Just in terms of like local politics, that's
Yeah.
gonna be a wild one. But Uruguay's not been playing very well.
They're not as good as Argentina right now.
No, definitely not.
Right.
Belgium. Ooh, Belgium. I think beats Australia, but Belgium looked really old and really shitty in that
They are.
last
They're
game.
not strong, but Australia is not good. Australia won that first game kind of by a stroke of luck against Turkey. That's a crazy matchup there.
That's a wild one because Canada. I feel like at least in the commercials, we're really trying to make Canada involved.
Yeah, we're truly trying to include them in this whole thing.
Like I saw like a Visa or something commercial with Ted Lasso
Yeah.
coming back across the pond to watch the World Cup, and then he's like in Toronto wearing a Canada jersey.
Okay.
Like this character is supposed to be from Texas. Why is
Yeah.
he like going?
He's like, y'all remember,
He's just-
Canada's part of this too.
No, they're really trying to involve them and be like, actually, and also Canada. Don't forget, they have a couple stadiums that we're using.
Because all you've been seeing is how these people are reacting in America and Mexico and loving it. You haven't seen
Yeah.
one thing about
I've not seen a
maple
single
syrup? French fries and gravy? Canada, Sweden, we'll give Canada the slight edge for home field. How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's because Canada's England light.
They kind of are.
And France.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
took
yeah.
the most boring aspects of England and France and combined them in Canada.
Yeah.
Exactly. We're if Europe was cool, there if Europe was
That's kind of
lame.
true. Yeah, we got all the partiers as far as like the like we got the Wild Wild West and the Gold Rush,
Yeah,
which like I don't know, and they got bear like fur trappers.
yeah, dude. Yeah, it's
Kind
like
of sick. And hockey.
I was gonna say hockey rules.
listen, hockey rules, but we took it from them. We fucking took it.
That's
Thank
true.
you for
That is
thank
true.
you for Hockey Canada. We'll take it from here.
Yeah, I mean that's what we're best at. I mean, look at us hosting the World Cup right now.
Yeah, we're good at soccer now
Yo,
too. If you haven't
fucking
noticed.
try it, England.
Dude,
See what happens.
I hope we play England
Ugh.
Oh yeah, that should be the July 4th game. They should just make it that.
in
It
Boston.
should be USA England,
in Boston,
Philadelphia,
or in Philadelphia.
250. Fuck them up.
Colombia Croatia is a good matchup. Colombia's
I'm
been
gonna give the
playing
edge
pretty
to
good.
Colombia here because, again,
Croatia's a little
it's
old.
it's in America. Colombian fans are going to show up in force.
That's true.
I just feel like there was also a thing up until 12 years ago when Germany won in Rio.
Yeah.
I believe before that a European team had never won on American soil and an American team had never won on European soil.
In the Americas.
Well, yeah, American as in
Yeah, Vespucci.
primarily South American. That tends to be the soccer rivalry is South Americans versus Europeans.
Yeah, for sure. This is the only two continents that have won it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the first time a European team won over here.
Yeah, and it was a big deal because, I mean, both of those countries have, like, a lot of history with Brazil, and the Brazilians were actually rooting more for the Germans than the Argentinians because it was, like, less of an insult for Europe to win on American soil than
Argentina
for
to win.
Argentinians to win on Brazil soil.
Yeah, that's funny.
Because they're right
They hate
next to
each
each other. They hate each other. Like,
And
when it comes to
Uruguay.
soccer, they kill each other.
All
Yeah,
three
yeah,
of
yeah.
those, yeah. France beats Germany. High scoring match though. I think if I had to guess, Germany's offense looks good. Their defense is weak. Netherlands edges out Korea. Portugal, Spain to me is a toss up.
I don't think so. I think Spain takes it.
You think so? Portugal's got a better roster, I would say. But
Getting that from this Spain team was supposed to be a juggernaut. Like they were
won the Euros.
They were the favorite. They were the
right. They were top
favorite.
3 at least.
Right.
Like between them, France, and I don't even know who the Germany maybe or Argentina, I guess.
Yeah. Ooh, Jared Young home run, 2-run blast.
I'd say I think Spain probably wins that over Portugal.
Maybe, yeah, I'd give Spain probably the edge. I really don't like Portugal's coach, Roberto Martinez. He's a boring coach. Never has gotten the best out of his team. He was the guy that made the golden age of Belgium underachieve like you've never seen before.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess give Spain the edge there.
I'd rather match up with Portugal in the next round as the U.S. than Spain.
Yeah.
But I do think that we got that edge on
We'll beat
Egypt.
Egypt. Yeah, Spain's gonna be a very tough matchup.
That's going to be a wild one. But hey, it's quarterfinals. You're going to have to play a real team eventually.
You get to the quarterfinals, that's a success for the U.S.
Yeah, absolutely.
Further than we ever got before. Oh, back-to-back home
Damn,
runs.
Japan,
Alvarez.
Norway.
That's a tough one. I personally think Japan's a better team all around. I think Norway's got better individual talents. But that game could go either way for me.
Yeah, I'll give it to Japan just for shits and gigs. Now, I would love to see Mexico beat England. I don't think it's happening. Obviously yesterday makes England look a lot more questionable.
Yeah. Mexico's not. I mean, England's a much better team than Mexico, but that crowd will make that a fun game to watch, and it's going to be interesting.
England also could have been considered a top 3 favorite. This is one of the strongest squads that they've had in a while.
I think transfer wise, like as much money as you get per player, England has the most expensive roster in the World Cup.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're England. They
So.
do the same thing every time. They make it to the quarterfinals every time, so they win this game. England, Japan. Ooh.
I think Argentina beats Belgium pretty easy.
Yes.
And I'm gonna give Canada or Colombia the edge over Canada.
Yeah, they're better.
Yeah. France takes out Netherlands, I imagine.
We lose to Spain.
Yeah, unfortunately.
That's
England
a fun
probably beats
matchup,
Japan.
but England probably wins.
Yeah, and then
Argentina. That's
presumably this is a semifinals that makes sense.
This is the semifinals
just given
you
the
would
way
expect, looking at the whole field in the beginning.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Given the way that the bracket shakes out, like, you know, Germany, it has to be Germany or France somewhere down the line there. It has to be Spain or Portugal.
Right.
You know.
It would be nice to not see these four. To see, like, maybe one wild card get in there, like a Japan or a USA. I mean, USA would obviously be the shit if we got to the fucking
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun.
But
I would not like to watch us lose to France.
All right, so if I do get a chance to go to Atlanta for a semifinal, it would be the England-Argentina one.
That would be wild. That would be a lot of fun.
Those two teams actually hate each other as well. They got a little bit of political...
For sure. Speaking of which, look, it's the final I want the least, but you know what would be a lot of fucking fun? Is going to, because the final is at MetLife.
Right.
So I am highly tempted, even though this is that weekend's gonna be a nightmare for me because I'm gonna be down in Philly for the Shane show on that Friday, and then I have to drive back up past MetLife to get home on Saturday, and the world will be in New York City.
Yeah.
Like, that's gonna be a 7-hour drive probably. It's gonna be so long trying to get through the Meadowlands.
Having it in that dump.
I know. Trust me, I've been vehemently opposed. Like, it pisses me off. Like, I hate MetLife. Every time the Niners go to MetLife, they fucking all tear their ACLs and shit. I know they're installing a grass field for one day only or whatever, but like, that all seems like a mistake to me. Like, it seems like we could have picked a better stadium to host the final.
Dude, I think
they should have put it in Mexico.
Honestly.
Dude, I think the funniest thing I have seen about the World Cup is a guy tweeting who went to MetLife, like tweeting a video of him at the stadium, and he's like, the beauty, the majesty. I can't believe people doubted America hosting the World Cup. And I'm just looking at it going like, this is the worst stadium that you're playing in our country. I hate that
stadium. It is big. It does seat a lot because it has like a lot of shitty like nosebleeds. But man, what a nightmare that's gonna be. The American Dream Mall right there. Do you know about that?
No.
They built like a giant mall like across the street from MetLife, just like in that Meadowlands parking lot.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
The giant
and
lot.
Dude, it's like a huge like luxury mall. It has like water slides in it. It has a theater. It has it's like a huge big like attraction that they spent like I think like billions of dollars on. That weekend is going to be just fucking nuts out there. I do want to go out though. I do want to go on Sunday and just hang out in those parking lots and like just kick it. And France versus England would be very funny.
Yeah, that would be
that.
I don't know much about French fans, but England fans are insufferable in giant groups, but they could be very fun at the same time.
But just imagine like pitting them against each other, like not having a dog in the fight, and just like whoever I run into, just be like, oi, oi, oi.
Yeah, oh, for sure. Maybe you do the man.
Oh, Jack Grealish, show it.
Jack Grealish ain't make the team, innit?
Man.
Yeah,
I would prefer it be Spain, Argentina. Personally, I like both those teams more.
You can blend in.
Well,
how about you do a little man on the street interviews that day?
We'll see about that. That's going to be a lot of effort. It's just getting there is going to be a fucking nightmare. I can't even imagine. Because the train doesn't run to MetLife.
Really?
Yeah.
God damn, dude. Was that a ploy by the taxi union?
I don't know who made the decision, but it's the most inconvenient stadium to get to in New York. Like, it's such a pain in the ass. And I mean, already getting in and out of that parking lot.
I mean, it's not the most inconvenient stadium to get to in New York, because it's not in New York.
Yeah, true. In New Jersey.
In beautiful New Jersey.
Ugh, and they keep calling it New York, New Jersey Stadium because they're not allowed to say the name of the stadiums.
Yeah, that is kind of. You see,
just call it New Jersey Stadium. Don't
how they're making.
Stop pretending.
They're making all the stadiums cover up their names on the day of, and so Gillette Stadium made it look like shaving cream. Like they put a giant thing that looks like shaving cream over their name.
I saw Levi's do a tarp that just like perfectly outlined the shape, so you know exactly what it was.
They should have done it in denim.
Yeah.
Well, we're right at an hour. I don't know if there's anything else you guys wanted to touch on. I know we didn't really talk about baseball. Philly's tearing it up. Pirates are shit in the bed.
Since I didn't think I'd be able to do it here, I did on my Twitch not too long ago. I just bitched about the All Star voting because it's god awful, and the fans should not get a vote. They are idiots.
That's true.
They are fucking dummies. Yo, Freddie Freeman is in first place for first base in the National League.
Spencer Horwitz has better stats than Freddie Freeman.
Yeah, like absolutely retarded. Like. I cannot. And Shohei having the most votes over Kyle Schwarber.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. You don't get to vote on pitchers. It's just DH. If you're talking about just DH, Kyle Schwarber is better this year. For the love of God. He has 30 home runs. And what are we doing?
Also, Brian Reynolds and Brandon Lau are hitting in the top 3 of every category for their positions as well. Second base, Brandon Lau's power numbers are pretty much ahead of everybody's. I think he was like first in OPS, second in RBIs. He's like up there in every category.
Yeah,
and he's like 6th in voting.
Yeah, but Ozzie Albies and Bryson Stott are in first and second. Like, I'm willing to admit if a Philly is too high. Guess what? Bryson Stott and Alec Boehm and Trey Turner are all too high in the voting. That's ridiculous. Yeah. The 2 All-Stars that should be voted in, actually the 3, are Bryce Harper, Brandon Marsh, and Kyle Schwarber.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, that's it. Like, come on. Be for fucking real. Like...
Yeah. No, I 100% agree with that sentiment.
When I started voting 3 weeks ago, I voted for Matt Olson over Bryce Harper. I was like, you know what? He's having a better year. 3 weeks later, I'm flipping.
Right, yeah, for sure. Yeah, Olson's kind of fallen off.
Yeah, Bryce Harper took him over, but, it's been 3 weeks, so it's different now.
True. And people are just going in and putting their team's position over and over and over again.
Yeah, you look at the American League, it's all Blue Jays.
That's nuts.
And they suck.
Yeah, and they're under 500. It's ridiculous. Maybe we don't listen to the fans.
No, you shouldn't.
Let the fans vote on the last man in, like they do every year. Let them vote on that, or whatever, But all right, plugs. We don't have to plug tonight's Dork Court because you'll have already watched it on this channel.
Yeah, you fucking better. And if not, hey, check it out. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Go back and watch some of the old episodes. We have had a bunch of really good episodes in a row.
That's true.
So check it out. Enjoy that. Episode
Spoiler
50
alert,
was
Gino
incredible.
and Mike kissed.
It's gonna be so much fun. I can't wait. And then I don't know if the karaoke one is gonna happen this season at least, but if it doesn't, then keep an eye out because in July we are gonna set up at least a Edward 40 hands to send us off on. And then we'll be back in the fall after I can establish a more consistent schedule. But check it out. Stay tuned. Join the Patreon. Patreon.com/Dork Court, and get in the Discord. Hang out with us. Make bets with us. Watch the rest of the World Cup. We'll do a couple streams for the last few games.
For sure.
I don't know. See you around.
Yeah, trainer. Tell them about these junkies.
Yeah, you know what? It's starting to feel like every week we find a new character that's just spectacular. This past week, we found a guy who he's at the 90-degree angle. He can only he's a perfect L, but he's trying to sweep up every piece of trash with 2 pieces of cardboard for like a half hour. We just started calling him Roomba.
Nice. We got Roomba out there. Dude.
Yeah, so now we got Roomba out there. Like, I just every time you go look out there, there's a new guy where you're just like, dude, this is fucked
He was actually inspired by the Japanese fans cleaning up the stadiums after they're done with them. He saw that through a window on a TV and decided, hey, I'm going to clean these streets up.
Honestly, listen, since I couldn't see his eyes because he was, bent the whole time, he could be Japanese. I don't know.
He could be turning Japanese. I really think so. Pike Von Doom on Twitter and Twitch. We got some really interesting things coming up the pike. Until then, we'll see you next week. Peace.
Peace.